The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Welcome to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is the only reward. As we always do, we've got the whole crew here. I am Andy, your host. We have Brian, Kelly, Scott, and Nick with us as usual. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey.
What's up?
Hey. Oh, that's nice. I like it.
Excellent drop in. Very good. Well, we got a great trivia. We are entering the science realm today that often gets moans and groans from the room to some degree, but except from Kelly over there usually. But we're going to hold off on that topic just for a minute, as we typically do now, and get to the question of the week. This one is submitted via Facebook. We got it this morning, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
And it comes in from Amy Kromsky, which is an inside joke. It happens to be my sister.
Oh, okay.
She says, I am a prepper at heart. All right, so we already want to make fun of her. I know that much. Basically, she says if all forms of formal currency go away, right? Mm-hmm. And we enter the barter system. We have to trade to acquire our goods and things like that. What useful product or skill are you good at that you would use to trade for goods you need to live? And Nick came up with this idea earlier that we should answer for each other, which I think is brilliant. I think I already know what B is going to do.
Oh, right.
The oldest profession.
Gigolo?
I wish I had more children.
Gigolo?
I was going gigolo for B.
Yeah, of course.
First thing in my head.
I was jealous of Nick. He's got 4 kids. I only got 2.
I got a labor force.
For example, she says she's a gardener and she would grow food and plants and trade them for other things she needs to live. So
are you saying I would loan out my kids? That's my barter system?
No.
You're trading your body. I'm trading out my children.
I was trading my children. No, I was trading.
you're trading your children.
Yeah,
I thought you were helping
teasing.
create more children.
I was teasing. No, I don't know. I have to think about that.
It's tough. I agree. I've recently been told that I have a voice that is pleasant to listen to. Who knew? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to read bedtime stories and hope people, reward me with food and
You're going to starve.
Life
You're going to starve. I really think you are. I mean, they said money is gone. They didn't say technology is gone.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. What do you got, Nick?
I mean, I like the idea of doing it for other. I think of Kelly. I'm in the wilderness. He has wilderness skills. I've never seen them, but I'm told
he owns a kayak.
I mean, he dresses the part. Like survival skills.
I'm in charge of weapons and ammo.
Yes.
Plethora of axes and knives.
In charge of, though. What does that? You're just keeping the cash of all the
You can trade your knives for things.
It's a barter system.
Yeah.
I can see him going strictly into the wilderness, basically becomes feral, and he just survives off the land. That's a guy I need to know.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's a good guy to have in your corner.
That's what I'm picking for you, Kelly, survivability.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That's protection.
You can trade that. Mm-hmm. You can trade skills.
Same as the mob. You trade protection for...
Yeah, I want to be a hitman.
Services.
You're going to be a hitman?
Hitman for hire.
You're going to wipe people out.
Just going to wipe people out. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. But you have a big 0, as far as we know, on your resume. You haven't killed anybody. I feel like I could, and then go home and have dinner with the family and be fine.
We're learning things.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, he'd be a vegetarian. Like he wouldn't want to eat flesh, but he'll kill everybody.
He's going to live on dandelions.
I'm just hitting people.
These are bad people.
Yeah, they're bad people that need to be taken care of.
It's a very Dexter situation where you are only taking out the bad ones.
You got a guy reading bedtime stories. Some guy living out in the middle of the woods, psycho. So I'm going to take him out for people. That's what I'm going to do.
I dig it. What are we doing for Scott over there?
I don't know. I'm a neat and tidy person.
You are a tidy person.
He would train his ability to clean.
I would clean.
Dish services.
I would clean, or maybe organize. Maybe you need a closet that needs organized.
Oh my God.
It's the stupidest thing ever. Maybe I come over and I'm like, you can't put your shoes there, you moron.
This coming from the guy who this past weekend told us to look down upon us as men because we didn't finish a steak.
Right.
Don't get me started on that.
I'm crying. Oh, my Lord.
He's bartering his maid system.
I think I'm going to need to take a break.
Oh, he's a maid.
Scotty, that caught me in a good night, I guess.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Scott's a
He
maid.
said I'm tidy.
Brian's a hitman.
Yes.
Kelly's feral in the woods. I'm the Sandman.
Apparently you're reading
I'm reading the dictionary.
children, I assume. Or
What do we
elderly.
got for Nick over
Nick's,
here?
Nick's
then?
building stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick is
building
handy.
I'll take that
He
one.
is
Yeah.
the handyman. Dang it, that's not funny at all.
No, I'm sorry.
You go dog training.
I'm not that good at it.
He pays people.
I can trade my chef knowledge.
There you
There you
go.
go.
There you go. You're gonna cook.
Listen to the previous
gotta-
episode.
we
Call
gotta-
you Cookie.
So
That
we're
is your
cooking
new
and cleaning
nickname.
over here. Cooking and cleaning.
Cooking and cleaning.
We got a
go.
maid and a cook. We're-
Domestic bliss.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're a diverse table.
That was way funnier than I
You
thought.
guys
it
are
was
all
gonna be.
already on my list. Brian, when you kill somebody, who's going to clean up the blood? Okay, all right.
Oh.
Make me an offer.
The guy John Wick.
Yeah. Take Nick out, and then I'll clean up the blood.
Woo. All right. Well, that was phenomenal, and that is actually a great transition into today's episode. So thank you, Amy, for submitting such a great question. It was underrated.
Thanks,
I have
Amy.
to say, yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to submit a question for the crew to answer, we got several avenues you can do that. You can send in an email to the ultimate trivia podcast at gmail.com. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, X. There's probably others, but I can't think of it right now. So you
out
can
there.
reach us if you want to. All right. Well, today's trivia, we are exploring the anatomy of the human body. Human body trivia is today's topic.
Your body is a wonderland.
And that's right. Yeah, come on, B. If anyone knows at least one of the two sexes, as well as anyone,
It's
the
him.
female figure, Brian has locked down. That's right, baby. Well, the human body is an intricate.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, right. The human body is an intricate and highly organized structure made up of trillions of cells that function together to sustain life. It consists of various interconnected systems that work in harmony to perform essential functions. The body is capable of remarkable feats, from healing itself to adapting to different environments. Its complexity and efficiency are the results of millions of years of evolution, making it one of the most refined and mysterious subjects in all of science and medicine. We have a scientific experiment sitting right here at the table. The man can regrow a pancreas. Right, Big B?
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
rumor. All right. How you guys feel today? Give me a number.
Well,
Oh,
I was just gonna point out to the listeners, you guys refer to me as Dr. Lot, and I am not a medical doctor. So
Which we remind
when
him
I
of
bomb
regularly.
this episode, I don't want people to think I'm the worst medical doctor in the history of
Hey,
mankind.
somebody had to finish last in their class.
he's not even
Yeah.
a dentist.
Right. He went to school in the Cayman Islands for 6
do have
months.
their
They gave him a
own
degree.
Yes, he is not a real doctor, but we pretend
No,
that he
he's
is.
still a real doctor, just not a medicine.
Well, that's debatable. Let's get after it.
All right.
It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on the human body, and I will be your host. Here's how it works. I'll read the questions out loud. You will all write your answers on your whiteboards, and when I say reveal, you'll show your answers. If you get it right, you earn a point. And if you don't, well, I'll probably take it easy on you because it's the human body after all. Let's see who ends up on top today. Get those boards ready. Here we go with question number 1. How many pairs of ribs are wrapped around your chest like a protective cage? Not the quintessential layup that we have grown accustomed to.
You said how many pairs?
How many pairs? That's right. How many pairs of ribs are wrapped around your chest like a protective cage? Got some hesitant answers
Well,
on the board,
I
but
think I know the answer, but I'm concerned about the wording of the question.
interesting.
Yeah. Already. Here we go. Yeah, I know, right?
Don't read too far into it.
Okay.
How many pairs of ribs are there?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we need to know.
Okay.
Everybody got a number on their board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the answers. Brian's got 6. Kelly with 12. Scott with 12. Nick with 7. 12 is the correct answer.
Wow.
There are 12 pairs of ribs. I think that's
24 total?
Yeah,
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's the rumor. That's
Well,
good
yeah.
math. Well done.
Yeah.
I feel 1, 2. That's it.
I didn't get anywhere close
It gets
to
a little
24.
soft then eventually, doesn't it?
I was getting concerned because as you get
Floating
lower,
ribs.
yeah, they're kind of, I don't know.
Not connected to the sternum anymore. Okay, I think
Yeah.
they're still called ribs, though, right?
No, they are, but I wouldn't consider them the chest.
Part of the cage.
Part of the chest.
Gotcha.
They're-
Is
Is that your medical opinion, doctor? It is for
That's
this
funny.
episode.
There's a biblical story, right? Old Testament dealio where doesn't
Creation of
Eve have a
woman.
13th rib at one point or something, and then they take one away?
They take one from Adam and give it. That's what creates Eve.
Women have 13 ribs?
No.
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 They take one from Adam to create.
They create Eve. Adam was
Oh.
first. Yes, and then
Oh, he was bored or whatever.
takes a
right?
rib
and wanted a
and
lady.
makes Eve.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry for my ignorance in biblical.
Well, that's where the word woman comes from, too.
Right.
Of man.
Yeah.
Wow, dropping.
We're all the
Yes.
product of incest.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to get into that whole mess.
Yeah, right.
Well, these 12 pairs of ribs serve as a protective barrier for some of your most vital organs, including the heart and lungs. They're also a structural support for your chest, helping you to breathe, twist, and bend. Despite being made of bone, your ribs are surprisingly flexible, which allows them to expand and contract with every breath. I've heard it's one of the most painful injuries to have is a cracked or broken rib. Thankfully, I've not experienced that.
Me neither.
Not much you can do about it, and you breathe all the time.
Breathe and you
Laughing and coughing and sneezing.
yeah.
I've just heard it. Have you guys experienced this before?
No.
Nobody?
No.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
All right. So we got
Yeah.
2 on the board and 2 working towards it. Question number 2. Your shoulder and hip joints give you a serious range of motion thanks to what kind of joint? Okay, we're thinking. It's very serious in here. I'm digging it. I like how serious we're taking this. Your shoulder and hip joints give you a serious range of motion thanks to what kind of joint?
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Nick's
Change
going back to the board, as is the doctor. Okay, Kelly, got an answer down?
Yep.
Man, I never see you right. I don't know. You're like a ninja.
You were still reading.
Okay. Yeah, well done. I like that. Brian,
Yep.
how you feeling?
Oh, not good, but I got something.
Okay, I like to hear that. You guys happy with your answers over here, you rewriters?
I don't know.
We're going to go one more time. Your shoulder and hip joints give you a serious range of motion thanks to what kind of joint? Let's reveal those boards. We've got ball and socket from Scott, ball from Nick, ball and socket from Kelly, a ball joint from Brian. I will accept all answers as the official answer is ball and socket joint, but I'm pretty comfortable. Everybody knew what they were talking about. I know Kelly's feeling a little slighted because I'm being lenient on this answer, and he's been
Terrible.
He's been scrutinized.
I've been the subject of 2.
Specific debates. That's true. You are right.
Give it to everybody else.
Yeah, well, it's a science topic, and
I
you've
wrote
got
ball and
it.
socket.
So
You did. I know. Me and Scott are right.
Okay.
2-0.
Okay.
ball and it's 2-0.
Kelly's keeping his own score this episode. I like it.
Well, the ball and socket joint is a marvel of natural engineering, allowing for a nearly 360-degree range of motion. This type of joint lets you swing your arms and legs in all directions, making it possible for humans to do everything from throwing a wiffle ball to performing a perfect pirouette.
Can I ask a question?
You may ask all the questions.
Without the socket, how is it a joint at all?
It's a ball joint. You know, I don't want to get too technical.
Seems very floaty. Doesn't seem like it's very much
so
structure.
it's just a ball. There's no socket.
Exactly.
Dang it, he's starting to make me think.
You can take it away. I don't care.
Well, because you have that attitude, you're going to keep that point and you're going to like it.
Eat it, B.
Eat it. All right, we're moving on to question number 3, despite the protest. We have another Ultimate Trivia podcast first, as I will be offering a plus or minus on this question.
Ooh.
At approximately what week of development do human teeth begin to form in utero? You get a plus or minus of 1 week. So your answer will be a week of utero development, and you get to be 1 away and still be correct. At approximately what week of development do human teeth begin to form in utero? Many thoughts. Many thoughts are happening. I can tell by the pulse here in the room. Brian is quick and ready and confident. He's looking confident.
Based on what?
Knowledge. Dropping knowledge.
I
Any idea? Like, do you feel like you have
I could have went two ways.
Yeah.
And so the one was kind of like, this will shock you,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one's just kind of a wild guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I kind of feel like,
Okay.
Either one of them are good
I'll
options.
explain
though,
after
maybe?
we're done.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Anybody got what they think is a pretty strong answer here?
No.
Nobody's confident.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's reveal. We got 28 from Brian, 16 from Kelly, 11 from the doctor, 25 from Nick. We are all way off, unfortunately. It is week 6.
Oh,
wow.
Is the average
okay.
at which the teeth form.
So
Thought it might be earlier.
Yeah.
So I went 28 kind of like later because the teeth right. But I was also thinking it's probably gonna be like week 1 or 2. Like something
Yeah.
that'll like blow your mind. So that's
Yeah, I mean, we all have kids.
Where my
right?
head
We've
was
been through
at.
the ultrasound. We hear the heartbeat at a time where it doesn't seem like a heartbeat is actually possible in this little
yeah.
kidney bean or whatever. Yeah, sure enough. And then they don't poke through, though, right? Have you ever seen that picture of it's a little morbid, I guess, but an infant skull where their permanent teeth are tucked up into their jawline?
Oh.
It's pretty wicked. I highly recommend you
my
Google
God.
this if you can handle it. Some people can't handle
already
those kind of
creeped out.
images. Yeah,
It's just,
it looks like a Halloween thing.
yeah.
Anyway, long before a baby is born and flashes that first gummy smile, their teeth are already starting to develop. Around the 6th week of pregnancy, the beginnings of primary teeth, often called baby teeth, start forming beneath the gums. These tiny tooth buds lay the groundwork for teeth that will eventually emerge during infancy. By the time the baby is born, all 20 primary teeth are already present in the jaw, waiting to erupt in the first few years of life. Yeah. there you
Learning
go.
is fun.
Dropping knowledge, baby.
Learning.
That was question number 3. Let's move on to question number 4. Who's ready?
Nope.
Sure.
Me.
Yep.
Question number 4. As a fully grown adult, how many bones are keeping you upright and moving? How many bones does an adult have?
Okay.
That's really
Okay.
just Scott looks
I
so
appreciate you
confused.
trying to give a little flavor to the question, but how many bones are in the
How many
human
bones?
body?
In an adult human body.
Okay.
That is important.
Okay. All right.
Can I get plus or minus like 50 on this one?
Well, yeah, I can see where you'd want that, but no, I'm afraid not. This one is this is a classic like sophomore biology class, test
That's why I don't know
question.
it.
Exactly why I don't know it. Yeah.
It's 1 or 2 answers, and I'm just going with 1.
He's just picking one.
Yep.
Kelly, you had a quick answer there. You feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've actually even talked about this before. Brian's board is not as high as it normally is. Oh, now it's all the way
Hey-o.
up there, so we're feeling good. I'm going to read it one more time. As a full-grown adult, how many bones are keeping you upright and moving? Let's see those boards. 206 from Nick, from Scott, from Kelly. Brian's got 236, and he's kicking himself knowing that 206 isn't the correct answer. Nice job, fella.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Way to go, Nick. You were concerned about that.
I was
one.
very
What
concerned
was
about
the
it.
other number in your head?
156
Seriously?
plus or minus 50 is what he wanted.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. No, somebody had two
me.
answers.
It was me.
Yeah,
I had 204. I was either 204 or 2 or 6.
I got you.
I always get that and the number of countries in the world mixed up.
Okay. How many is that one?
It's like 195.
Okay. It's
think-
got to be changing constantly.
Yeah.
I imagine, too. Yeah. All right. Well, while babies are born with about 270 bones, many of these fuse together as they grow, leaving adults with a total of 206. These bones form the structure of your body, giving it shape and support while also protecting your vital organs. The smallest bones, anybody know? We just had this.
Stapes.
Middle ear.
Yeah, in the ear.
Stapes.
Your tailbone's
Bones are in
connected to you.
When did we talk about this? Was I not on the guys trip?
Yeah, I don't know.
You
might
talking
not
about
have been there.
earbones?
I think we sat around and played Trivial Pursuit, kind of. We
Yeah.
asked
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
right.
was there.
That was one of the questions.
I was there for that, but I don't remember any earbone
In
talk.
fact, I remember specifically Scott turning to you and asking you this question because of your hearing loss from your military life.
We had a lot of fun at the guys
Yes, we
trip, and I don't remember that.
You'll hear more about that in the next episode. But yeah, we just got back from our guys' trip and had a blast. And we're going to recount some memories from that
Sweet.
this week. So, all right.
You might get emotional.
That's expected, actually. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to question number 5. Whenever we are ready with the boards, pick them up.
Ready.
Let's do it.
Your heart is a powerful pump with multiple chambers. How many rooms are in this pump house? Scott, how many chambers does your heart have?
Thank
Is
you.
The simplest part of that question.
Thank you. Thank you for dumbing it down. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, doctor. All right. We want to know how many chambers the heart has. We're not going to require you to name them.
Good.
Although they all do have names. Okay. Looks like everybody's got a number on a board.
Is this common knowledge?
How many chambers?
Okay.
I feel like it is.
I feel like
Dang
it
it.
should be anyway.
I love when I feel stupid.
All right. Well, let's turn those boards around. We got 4 from Nick, Scott, Brian. No, Brian's got 36. Kelly's got 4.
Isn't there some of the Wu-Tang? 36 chambers. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
of 36. That's why I went with
That's a Wu-Tang
I went
album,
with
sir.
Wu-Tang. Yeah.
Is
What type
is
of
it
chambers
36?
are they referencing?
I don't know, but come on, Wu-Tang, help me out.
Is 36 right?
Come on, Wu-Tang, help me out.
That's honestly what I was thinking about.
ODB
Wu-Tang.
was a surgeon.
So, yeah, number 4 chambers are, is the right answer.
4, okay.
So that's 3
ODB
points.
let me down.
ODB let you down. That is not a phrase I thought I would hear muttered this evening.
Talking
ODB
about
let
the
me
Even Wu-Tang into the medical question.
It's for the kids.
Well, the human heart has 4 chambers, 2 atria on the top and 2 ventricles on the bottom. These chambers work in unison to pump blood throughout the body, sending oxygen-rich blood to the organs and tissues and returning oxygen-poor blood to the lungs for a fresh supply. No cardiologists in the house, I take it.
No. But Brian has had a heart attack, so maybe he does have 36 chambers.
Oh, that's true. That
Yeah.
divided.
ODB was right.
He saved you after all. Well, that's 5 questions. Nicholas, where do we stand?
Old dirty Brian.
Currently, Big B has 1. I have 3. And Scott and Kelly topping the board with 4.
Tight race. All right. Well,
is a doctor.
Brian, there's time, my friend. They have not pulled away just yet. Let's get into some deeper trivia here.
Uh-oh.
God, it gets harder?
It does.
Oh, God.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Enjoy, Brian. What part of your brain keeps you breathing and your heart beating without you even thinking about it? This is, to summarize, a prominent part of involuntary motor skills. Nick is definitely throwing his hands up on this
Can
one.
you read that question again, please?
I would be happy to. Which part of your brain keeps you breathing and your heart beating without even having to think about it?
I feel like this should be multiple choice. Is there any chance for that? Nice.
There would be a chance for it, but I've just
I'm thankful spelling doesn't matter.
yeah, it does not. There are a couple of prominent parts of your brain, and I don't know. I feel like we could get there. Brian seems pretty happy with his response.
I like it.
Okay, I like that you like it. Kelly was quick.
That doesn't really
It doesn't mean
really
it, but it
constitute
was
correctness.
Yeah, the doctor was pretty quick. Nick,
I'm wrong.
you are definitely wrong.
Mhm.
Is it a part of the brain that you've written down?
I don't know. Based on the movie I saw, I'll go with that.
All right.
I'm Hundo.
Well, let's do it. You're a hundo. Let's bring it, baby.
Way.
We've got
Oh, God.
the part that keeps you breathing and your heart beating. Well, he's technically correct. Correct.
I told you it was 100.
Correct.
That better not be right.
I think it might be.
We have Nick with medulla oblongata. We have Scott with medulla oblongata. we have Kelly with the hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus.
It is medulla oblongata.
Shut your mouth!
I love it, Nick.
But it's also the part that keeps
baby.
That's fantastic.
Thank you, water boy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. See, there's a couple of parts of the brain. I've heard of your
But I thought that's what made the
over
alligator mad was his medulla oblongata. But he said it was the teeth.
It was
because there's so many teeth and not enough toothbrush or something.
Should have known. Just for that reason alone.
there. Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
I love it. Idiot. The water boy.
The water
ODB
boy.
and the water boy are what are living the life.
he said medulla oblongata. That's the only part of the brain I could think of.
So the medulla oblongata is a small but mighty part of the brain stem that controls many of the body's involuntary functions like breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure. It's the autopilot that keeps you alive while you sleep, dream, and go on about your daily life. Doesn't get enough credit, if you ask me.
No, not nearly enough.
clearly.
Great name, too.
Taking care of things in the background. All right. Well, we're moving on to question number 7. Which hormone acts like a sugar regulator, keeping your blood glucose levels in check? To the board.
What, hormone?
Hormone. We're looking for a hormone. How many hormones can you list? I just need the right one. I only need one. Kelly had something to say.
Inappropriate.
Oh, okay. Thank you, family man. Brian is going to get there. He's deep in thought. Yes, he looks like that a lot. We've already established that, but he is deep in thought. And Scott is also absolutely searching the annals of his brain.
I was expecting questions like organs or something.
Can you read it one more time?
Which hormone acts like a sugar regulator, keeping your blood glucose levels in check? Think this through. Nick's finalizing an answer. You got something down, Scott?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
okay. I thought
Yeah.
you just look like you were lost in thought.
Well,
man.
I'm struggling with the question.
Coming
Yeah.
up. Struggling with the question. Interesting. Okay. Brian, you going to come up with something there, buddy?
I mean, I had something. And I heard the question again. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
no. So I erased it. Now I'm lost now.
All right.
Yeah.
Throw a word on a board for us. Kelly, same way?
Yeah. I can't come up with it.
Okay. One last time to give you a chance to get a answer on the board. Which hormone acts like a sugar regulator, keeping your blood glucose levels in check? Let's see the boards. We got insulin from Nick, from Scott, dopamine from Kelly, pancreas from Brian. It is, in fact, insulin. Blood
I didn't know that was a
glucose,
hormone.
sugar.
I didn't know it was a hormone.
After my pancreas, I should really know that.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Well, that's what I was thinking, like if it was the organ, but when he said
So
hormone.
I thought pancreas, and I was like, well, that's not a hormone,
yeah.
And then after that, I was just stuck on pancreas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could not think of anything else. Yeah.
I agree. And yeah, like the liver, while it is claimed to
Yeah.
be an organ, is actually a gland and secretes,
That's right. Yeah.
a hormone about, and
Yeah.
digestive juices to get nice and
I'm
gross.
glad I didn't change it because when I think of hormone, I think of testosterone and
Yeah,
estrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thyroid.
You're a man.
Right.
You're a man. Testosterone.
You built the wheel out of brawn,
I had a steak and I went to bed.
out of burlap. That is a great quote from Scott Cleaner. I'm a man. I ate a steak and went to bed. Guys trip.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we need a hashtag guys trip every time we tell an inside joke, I think. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that allows your body to use glucose for energy or store it for future use. It plays a critical role in maintaining blood sugar levels, and without it, conditions like diabetes can arise.
All right.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Man,
We're all learning.
We're dropping knowledge. That's right. That's right. All right. Moving on to question number 8. What stretchy tube guides your meals from the dinner table to your stomach? It's also responsible for providing a tremendous amount of heartburn if you do it wrong. Which stretchy tube guides your meals from the dinner table to your stomach? Everybody was pretty quick. Did I miss Kelly's writing again?
Nope, I
No,
wrote
he's
it.
still thinking.
No, he wrote it.
Oh, I did miss it.
Yeah, you missed it.
God dang.
I was writing while you were reading.
I don't know why
You
do
are an
that
enigma.
every time.
Did you call me?
All right, the tube that takes it from your mouth to your belly. What's it called? Let's see it. We got esophagus on 3 out of 4. It is intestines.
I heard that
from
wrong.
Nick.
I heard that wrong. The way you, I don't know what I heard wrong, but I heard it wrong.
Guide your meals from the dinner table to your stomach.
Yeah, I
You were
missed something.
living
there.
backwards.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
God dang it.
Going from your stomach to the toilet.
You just hurt,
Now I feel like
you
a
just hurt
bad-
yourself out of a race, I think.
I think I did. Just took myself out of the race.
Did you?
Oh, I'm sure.
No.
Pretty. I mean, not completely.
Well, we'll get a recap
He
here.
could
in
go
a second.
2-0 and Scott could, yeah.
yeah.
There we go. The esophagus is a muscular tube that moves food from your mouth to your stomach through a series of coordinated contractions called, oh man,
Sphincters?
peristalsis. Is that right?
What did he say? Sure.
Peristalsis.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with it. It's like a conveyor belt in your body's food factory, ensuring that everything you eat reaches its final destination for digestion.
Did a 10-year-old write the last sentence there? The food factory,
food factory?
conveyor belt.
Maybe, I don't know. All right. Well, that's question number 8. Let's get a score update.
All right. Currently, Brian has 2. Kelly and myself have 5, and Dr. Scott is in the lead with 7.
Maybe he is a real doc. Dang it.
Something I want to tell you guys.
In your free time?
My free time.
You're really underachieving with that degree you got.
I spend my weekends at the Mayo Clinic.
Mayo.
Yeah, he's talking about sandwiches.
Right. Yeah, that's right. He's at Miracle
The
Whip.
Hellman's
The
Mayo
Hellman's
Clinic.
Mayo Clinic.
Come on, Dukes.
Dude, Dukes is the master. All right. Well, we have another, at least in my memory, first for the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, as we have a listener submitted question.
All right.
Oh,
From Sari T.
All right.
hey.
All right. Besides fingerprints, what other unique pattern can be found in the human body, often overlooked, but is just as distinctive? Do I need to clarify this for anybody?
I just wanted you to read it again.
Yeah, we'll have you read it
I'm
again.
going to read it
but-
again. But aside from fingerprints, what other unique pattern can be found in the human body? It's often overlooked, but it is just as distinctive, meaning it is uniquely identifiable to you, just like a fingerprint would be. Let's keep it family appropriate here, please. Besides fingerprint, what other unique pattern can be found in the human body? Often overlooked, but just as distinctive. Not a lot of confidence in the room, but looks like everybody might have an answer on the
I don't know how to reference it. Probably like fingerprint. You know, as far as what I'm thinking of, like if it is like if you would the print,
Yeah.
or is it? I don't know.
I would accept the appropriate part of the body that would leave the print.
Oh, it has to
That
leave a
makes
print.
Well, there you go. There's your hint. It does have to be able to leave a print.
Oh,
So let that be your guide. That doesn't change Scott's answer. Everybody else is going back to the drawing board.
No, just rewording it.
I mean, I want to change it now, but I'm just going to leave it.
I appreciate your stubbornness to stick with the same answer. Everybody feel they at least have something that can leave a print. So besides the fingerprints, what other unique pattern can be found in the human body? Let's see the boards. I got a dental impression from Brian, palm print from Kelly, palm from Scott as well, and a footprint from Nick. Those are incorrect answers, unfortunately.
Ear.
Tongue.
tongue.
Your
I-
tongue print
I thought about it.
is your uniquely identifying print other than fingerprints. Now, dental impressions I know
I was
are
thinking-
often used
Yeah, that's
to
why I-
identify,
yeah, that's why I went there.
things like that.
Yep.
Of course, it's certainly possible you have similar, if not the same, dental impressions.
When I saw
I-
Brian's answer, I'm like, oh, that's probably
That
right.
made- that made
I'm like,
sense.
that makes sense.
I was actually thinking of a retinal scanner.
Yeah, I was thinking eyes also.
But when you said
Yeah.
print,
Yeah.
then you said it has to be a leave a print.
Right. Yeah,
That's
you
what
can't.
I had down. That's what
Yeah, I was going. Yeah,
That'd be
I
a
didn't know
really-
how to. I didn't know how to put like retinal print. You know, a term for that.
Man, can you imagine leaving an eyeball print somewhere? That's not much fun.
I'd be in trouble.
Think about. You don't have any eyes. No. All right. Just like fingerprints, your tongue has its own unique pattern of ridges and bumps. No two tongues are alike, making your tongue print just as individual as your fingerprints. This distinctive pattern is so reliable that some researchers have even proposed using tongue prints for biometric identification. Except it's kind of gross. While it might sound strange, the idea is that your tongue's combination of shape, texture, and pattern could provide a secure way to verify your identity. If you're ever willing to stick your tongue out for a scanner, then we can maybe talk about that. But,
Start licking your phone to open it.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, what are we going to have, a door knob with a tongue print scanner
God.
on it? Isn't that terrible?
That is so gross.
That's terrible. Your bank code, your computer. I mean, what are we doing here?
Moving on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. Moving on to question number 10. Put you out of your misery here. What part of your eye adjusts to let just the right amount of light in? So we're looking for a part of the eye that is the part that adjusts depending on the amount of light. Kelly, I got you that time. You were quick on the answer. All right, we got answers finalizing. Looks like everybody's ready. Markers are even closed. What part of your eye adjusts to let just the right amount of light in? Let's have those answers. Cornea from Nick, iris from Scott, pupil from Kelly, and retina from Brian. We do have a correct answer, and it is iris, as a matter of fact. I thought it was pupil too until I wrote this question.
Whatever.
How
Scott.
is the pupil? What dilates? They call your pupils being dilated.
I
Correct?
Yeah, true.
I agree, but I vetted this question hard because I thought it was wrong. But it is the iris that actually adjusts. So it must close up over the pupil
Gotcha.
or release it.
I don't believe you.
I didn't either, as I said.
Just a Goo Goo Dolls song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good job. It's also the part that's the color, right?
Yes.
The iris part.
Sure.
Yeah, Nick knows.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, the iris is the eye's gatekeeper, controlling the size of the pupil to regulate how much light enters the eye. The color of your iris, determined by genetics, can range from brown to blue, green to hazel, and it's as unique as your fingerprint. But it can't leave a print.
That's what I had down first.
Yeah, right. There you go. Well, that's the end of that grueling trivia. Where are we at, Nicholas?
Well, I think overall, other than Brian, we all fared very well.
Yeah. Good job.
You know,
B.
Brian ended up with 2.
That's right, baby. I
You know,
appreciate it.
Kelly and myself ended up with 5, and Dr. Queener takes the W
Doctor takes the dub.
with 8 correct answers.
Yeah,
out
that's
of
a
10.
strong show, Doc.
That's
I'm
a
impressed.
strong showing.
I'm surprised.
Are you?
Yeah.
But
We all
good
are.
on you.
We all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
I thought you were way dumber than you're acting right now.
Well, I found myself in this period wanting to read the tiebreakers. I get excited about the tiebreakers, but I have to hold off because eventually we're going to start repeating topics and we're going to need these facts
Right.
for future trivia. So we'll just know that I had 2 really great tiebreakers lined up for us. Let's go ahead and jump to our bonus question, our open-ended question that is topic specific. I like this one. I think you will too. We have 5 senses, right? Sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste. Some of us, not all of them work.
That was funny to me for some reason.
It was directed at you.
Okay.
If you could amplify any one of them by a factor of 100, which one would it be? Now, before you come up with your answer, you are in complete control of this ability. So we've probably all seen the old Twilight Zones where they want X-ray vision or super hearing, and then it backfires, right? No, you're in complete control of this. You just get to turn one of your senses up by a factor of 100. What's it going to be?
Hearing.
Tell me why.
1 for music.
Oh,
Listening to music, you may hear things you don't hear normally.
yeah, that's exactly
Or
right.
hear it bolder, if you will. And then also, you ever been watching a movie and they say something you didn't hear it, so you rewind it,
All the time.
and you didn't hear it again, and you do it like 3 or 4 times, like I give up.
And then you turn on the subtitles.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's right. Subtitles.
Mind blown.
You didn't know that was a thing, B?
Now you only have to rewind it once.
I do like the idea. Wow. That's right.
I've just done it.
I'm sticking with hearing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That would be
Anybody
mine
else?
also, hearing.
Hearing?
I think then as far as usefulness, it would be the best survival because you could the ability to hear around you. I mean, sight, you can only go in front of you. But I think hearing would be the best for survival and just enjoyment purposes.
Well, we
also.
enjoy being in nature together. I can imagine sitting in the woods. And,
hearing what's going on there.
Oh man, that'd be something. Yeah, Scotty, what do you think?
Yeah, it was between two, but I guess I will go with sight.
Okay.
The
How would
ability-
you use that to your advantage?
Well, I mean, even in nature, right? Like,
Yeah.
You know, we recently went to Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to look across the lake and see something, or you're trying to find, pick out something in the woods. And if it's by a factor of 100, I mean, that's some super sight.
I mean, 100 is like you got like zoom technology in your eyeballs.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even look through a pair of binoculars, I can't tell.
Right.
Is that a muskrat on the water? Is that a stick? Like, I don't know.
Are those the police coming? I gotta leave the swimming pool. I
Just
get
drop a
right.
muskrat reference. I
Right.
dig that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Nick, hearing shouldn't be an option for you because it's an obvious one.
Well, no, for me it would be sight.
What?
Everybody made great points, but if I thought about any sense, if I lost all senses except for one, which one would I want to have?
Mm-hmm.
It would be sight. Mm-hmm. So if I was going to multiply one by 100, it'd be my vision.
That's pretty good. Eh? Good reasoning.
And for wiffle ball, I mean,
Oh.
he had really good vision.
Oh, yeah.
Lock in.
Pick
on
up that
spin of the
curveball coming out of the hand.
Yeah.
I could hear you striking out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I would choose. I think it would be hearing for the same reason that Kelly and I had already described. But let's just entertain the idea that it's taste. And think about the best thing you put in your mouth, whether it's a steak and you finished it. All right, ease up. Hot fudge sundae, that Reese's peanut butter cup, whatever it may be for you, your favorite thing. These boys can't even concentrate anymore. But imagine magnifying the pleasure that you get out of that bite by 100. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool, but it also seems pretty specific. And so it only has a single application. All right, now Brian's trying to distract me.
You really want to enjoy a piece of gum, Andy. Is what I'm hearing. You just want
Gum. Yes, gum is exactly
chewing
right.
on gum, enjoying it.
Oh, man.
June 12th, 1989.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and finish out this episode before it goes off the rails. All right. That's going to do it for today's episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. And until then, keep your brain sharp and those bellies laughing.